Hello everybody, it's Chibi, and today I'm here to bring you an anime review on Code Geass. Now, after so much demand from yesterday and the past couple of days with a bunch of you Chibits telling me I need to review this more, I decided to bring you another review of Code Geass today, because, you all deserve it, I love you all, you're my second family, so you know what? Let's review Code Geass once again today. Now, I'm just going to be straight up honest, I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I want my schedule to be around Code Geass, because, some of you said that if I was to review an episode a week, there's 50 episodes, so it would take me, majority of this entire upcoming year just to review Code Geass. So, to review Code Geass, that would mean I would need to actually review 2 or 3 episodes a week to make it in a timely fashion. So, we'll have to see. We'll have to see exactly where that goes. I might speed up the reviews. It all depends on all of you if I do that or not, but we'll just have to see. So anyways, about this episode of Code Geass, episode 3 to be exact. This episode answers a lot of questions. For one thing, I find out exactly how Lelouch and his sister's little sister was actually undetected by everybody else, like the other people of Britannia. For instance, he was backed by this Ashford family. That's exactly who Lelouch and his sister was backed by. So pretty much he was in hiding because of this royal family, but I don't know necessarily why this royal family Ashford actually has some form of connections to Lelouch and why are they trying to protect him. So a lot of mysteries right there. But we find out exactly how Lelouch was able to remain undetected. So, besides that, we also find out about Lelouch's little sister. And right off the bat, I just want to say something real quick. At first glance, I thought, Lelouch's sister was born blind. At first, I thought she was born blind and she was born crippled, pretty much. But after looking at it, looking at the flashback at the beginning of this episode, we see that Lelouch's sister could actually walk and she had eyesight, so I'm just going to theory craft real quick, and I'm just going to say my thoughts about this. I think that Lelouch's sister went blind and why she could not walk was because of trauma. I want to say it right now, I'm willing to place money on that, because there has been cases where trauma can cause that, where you can go blind or you can't walk no more because it was just extreme trauma. And judging by, Lelouch's little sister's face when she saw her mother die on top of her, that's trauma. That's just fucking trauma. So, his sister being crippled in a wheelchair and, eyesight loss, I'm willing to bet it. So, if that was really the case, and his sister lost her eyesight and an ability to walk because she saw her mother die in her arms on top of her, dude, that's fucked up. That's just straight up fucked up. Holy hell. Okay, so now that I got that out of the way, we find out Lelouch's motive, somewhat of his motive in his objective. We don't have the full picture or story, but we find out exactly what he's trying to accomplish at the moment. For instance, with this, we find out he's trying to technically figure out who was his mother's killer, who caused this terrorist attack against Lelouch's family, his mother, and caused whatever happened to his sister to happen. So, here's the main thing I see. With this episode, you can clearly tell that Lelouch cares for his little sister. He really cares for his little sister. He even states in his inner monologues that he will not lie to his sister whatsoever. So he will not lie to his little sister, but he will lie to other people. That's pretty much what you can get from the dialogue, but there's a lot more meaning here. It shows you that Lelouch's little sister is probably going to be one of his greatest weaknesses. Because Lelouch is a very smart character so far from what I've seen. Even after this episode, he once again proves how smart he is with what he was doing with that one red-haired girl when she was supposedly faking being part of the school, and all of a sudden she was in the shower and all that, and he reaches his hand in, she grabs the hand about to cut it off. He actually planned ahead before that all happened, and he told his butler, his maid pretty much, to give a call with a voice recording to get him out of that situation. So right there, it shows you the intelligence of Lelouch once again. But, like I said, Lelouch's greatest weakness at the moment, as I can clearly see, is his sister, because he definitely cares about her a lot. And if she was to die, or she was to get turned into a hostage or something, that's going to be some deep shit for him. It definitely will. So, I see in the future, I don't know if it's going to happen, but I definitely see in the future, his sister is going to have a lot of she's going to have a lot to do when it comes to the plot progression. For instance, she most likely is either going to die, she's going to be put in a situation where Lelouch either has to give her up, or something like that. I'm willing to bet it. And also, I'm willing to bet that the overall conversation he had with his sister with the pinky promise, I'm willing to bet that is foreshadowing. Foreshadowing certain events, because that right there, it felt very pointless, but I'm willing to bet that's going to play a massive role in the series. Just me theory crafting. So anyways, past that, the episode overall. The execution of the episode, it was slow-paced but very entertaining. It sets up the groundwork once again for the series because you have to where we're finding out some more information about these revolutionaries, the red-haired girl in this episode, along with finding out, about Lelouch's backstory with his brothers, and supposedly he's trying to find out who was the one that put, the kill order or terrorist organization on his mother. So, a lot of questions once again pop up, and we do get some form of answers, especially on Lelouch's power. His power, as we find out, can only be used on one person at one time. For instance, if he was to use it on me, he could only use it once. And he could not use it again after it was done. So, right here, this also is another weakness of Lelouch, because let me explain this. He's already used his eye power on the teacher, he's used it on the red-haired girl, and he's already used it on his maid. And if he leaves any of these people technically alive after he does it, and they are actually enemies way off into the future, they are immune to Lelouch's power. So, technically, Lelouch could cause it to where it could be a massive issue in the future. Because, Lelouch is a really smart person. He's really smart, but I highly doubt he has the combat training with up close. I'm willing to bet he doesn't. So, I could see how this can prove a problem if he tries to do the eye thing on some person, he doesn't kill them, but way off in the future, maybe 15 episodes down the road, that they prove a problem. For instance, that one girl with the mech last episode. That one girl that, Lelouch let go, and that was part of the government or whatever, Britannia, I'm willing to bet she's going to be a problem. I'm willing to bet it, because since Lelouch already used his eye power and did not kill her, she's definitely going to turn out to be a massive problem in the future. Because anybody that's immune to Lelouch, since we know for a fact he's going to be a part of the rebellion, it's obvious that they're going to use these certain people to counter him. So that's just me theory crafting. So, overall, episode, very good. I am loving the personality of Lelouch. For one thing I do want to mention is he actually puked or vomited when he actually killed his brother or half-brother in this episode. They don't specifically show it, but he was really sickened after what he did to his brother, and he was actually, puking off screen. So, clearly, he could kill someone, but he doesn't like the thought of it, as I can see. Or he's still trying to get used to it. So, right there, that's a lot of development right there. I wonder exactly how twisted his character is going to get later on down the series, because if he's like this now, he's already acting like he is now, and I know for a fact he's probably going to become the leader of the revolution or whatever, I'm willing to bet he's going to just get twisted where he kills people and he doesn't even react. He'll probably be laughing his ass off or something. I don't know. But tell me your thoughts in the comments below. How did you feel about this episode of Code Geass? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite moments about it? And also, don't know the schedule yet. I don't know exactly what schedule I'm going to have for this series, if I will review an episode daily, every 2 days, 3 days, 2 episodes a week. I have no idea what the schedule is. I do want to do an episode a week. That's a definite. But I don't know exactly how many episodes I want to do a week. It depends on schedule issues and stuff like that. And it also comes down to what you Chibits want to see. Do you want me to actually speed up the reviews a lot? It depends. So tell me your thoughts. Love you all so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.